Whoa, I'm letting hop on something. Shot wanna fuck. Whoa, I'm letting hop on something.
Why did my husband send me this? What is it with people sensualizing food? I don't know about anybody else, but like when you're in the mood, the last thing, or at least for me, last thing on my mind is eating. Like those two things, there is no way to get those wires crossed. When I'm in the mood, when I'm excited, when I'm sad, last thing on my mind is eating. It just baffles me that there are people that those wires get crossed and they associate that with that. I mean, you can see it, but it just... But then this video is very confusing. I don't know what's happening, but this has got to stop. Ho, wait a minute. Why? Okay. Maybe nobody else notices, but he obviously wants people to notice. So, why is your banana fluffed up? You fluffed it up before this shot. What are we doing here? Are you getting ready to mix the batter with your flesh spoon? Very inappropriate. Put that away. What? This is so uncomfortable. Jesus Christ. What? The way he brings it back. Oh, what in... Stop. This makes me not want to eat. Like, this actually is a big turn off for me for food. I guess there are people... What do you call these people? Are these what you call foodies? People who are into food so much that they're like, oh my God, you rub that butter on your nipples. I'm so hungry right now. I can't. I don't understand. I don't understand how that works. I am fascinated by people's brains that work that way because I just don't get it. Like, ooh, let me stuff my chest in a tub of cake while you slap my ass. Like, real talk, is there anybody who's into this? And I'm not trying to shame you or blow up your spot. I'm just curious. I want to hear you explain to me how this works. Okay, we've now entered the uncanny territory of unnecessarialism. This is not necessary, bro. Who's this for? I hope it's your food. I hope you're not serving other people this, cause Jesus. Ugh. If you like food this much, bro, there's an issue. What happens when you're starving? What happens in a case where you can't have all the food you need? What are you gonna be doing? Can you imagine if this person still had this kind of thing? I know it's probably for satire's sake, but there's people out here like this. I've met people who dance when they're about to eat. That's weird as shit to me. But anyway, can you imagine they put this person on Alone or Naked and Afraid or something, or he's just in a situation where he can't have all these morsels at his pleasure, and then he still has these kinks. So then the only thing you can get is maybe sticks, maybe some twigs that you can chew on, and some berries until you can come upon hunting an animal or something. And can you imagine him doing the same song and dance with a few twigs and berries? Why did I say twigs and berries? I just now put that together. That's not where it was going, but that was a freaking weird ass accident. I was using an example because if people, never mind, whatever. Where's your shirt? Where's your shirt, sir? Why is your shirt off? Shirt was on in one scene, gone in the next. Did you get so hungry that you ate it? This video is wild. Okay. I don't know if I can finish this. You'll have some problems. This is why people that watch TikTok are deranged. You think I'm deranged. I'm weird. I know. I get it. But there is a whole other level of whatever the hell this is, and it's on TikTok. And just imagine, when TikTok gets banned or whatever happens to it, or reabsorbed by the Chinese, that's all gonna flood over into YouTube. It already is. It's so funny too, because you know the double standard of humanity, and you can't really blame humanity for it, because it's just the way biology works, but take this same video. Like, people will see this, and I'm sure this person is pretty popular. I don't know who he is, but I'm sure he's pretty popular. Take the same clip and have a 700-pound woman or man doing it. Exactly the same things he's doing, and everyone's gonna be like, gross. But because his body is fit and he looks like an action hero, I guess it's alluring. People are like, ooh, I like this. The person that's shaped like the thing that he's stuffing his face into, we don't like that. I don't think it should be attractive if anyone's doing it. This is a problem. Can you imagine if there's like a whole other meta for I I know this sounds nasty, but for carnivores or cannibals, like just imagine they have their own backroom underground platform where they can share things like this. And their videos are exactly the same content as the ones that we watch, like this, except it's with human pieces and meat. And they're doing this with the bloody corpses and flesh that they're about to eat. The liver and the pancreas, the back of a spooned out human head that's shaped like a bowl from the back, and the nose holds it up at an angle so you can eat it at a tilt. I don't know why that just flew into my mind, but that's disgusting, right? So is this. Ew. Ugh. I know there's an audience for this, but bro, I don't think I'm it. At the first, look, you're watching it first, you're like, oh, you're confused. Why am I confused? I don't know. I think I'm just trying to process what it is I'm seeing. But the longer it goes on, and I have a very strong stomach, is the more my mouth starts salivating. You know that weird watery feeling you get in your mouth before you're about to throw up? Your face gets all hot, and you're like, then there's a point of no return where you know you're gonna buzz out through your mouth, and there's no holding it back. That's how I feel as this progresses. Something about people playing around with food and the excessive close-ups of the yeah, it's not appetizing to me. It's not, and maybe the food isn't supposed to be the thing that's appetizing, but it's not making him look very attractive either.
Shot wanna fuck, well, I'm let her hop on something. Shot wanna fuck, well, let her hop on something. Right now, shot wanna fuck on me, I told let's go.
Why are they doing close-ups of all the veins in his arm? Look at my veins. You're confused, right? You don't know whether or not you want to eat the food or eat me. What is on your shoulder? What is that red spot right here? I know that's not his nipple. That's anatomically impossible or unlikely. So what the hell is that? Is it a needle mark, or does something bite you? Is that a hickey? What is that? Did the food bite you back? It's so distracting. Like when you get past the veins, that's the only thing that I see. And I'm more curious as to what that is than the rest of this video. Yuck. I need some water, and not for what you think I need it for. Get this freaking taste out of my mouth. Ugh. Cupcake looked good. For a split fleeting second, it looked appetizing until he did that. Every single thing that he's preparing is contaminated. If he's gonna serve someone, he's doing this for himself. Obviously, everything's contaminated. There goes the spot under his breast. What is that? Did you paint an extra nipple on? It's so distracting. Screw the juice. Like, you probably will, but what? I wish I could see a high-def version of it. Maybe it's a birthmark. But I'm super curious as to the backstory. You ever see people's cuts or scars and you're like, how did you get that? Your face now looks like an enchilada. Why does it look like that? I know I'm not trying to make fun of you for looking like the bottom side of a foot, but you are curious as a human being as to how whatever resulted in their face looking like that, how that ensued. It's a normal part of humanity. And I want to know. So off topic. And then I like how people make up the stories. They'll see someone missing an arm and they're like, what if that person went to someone's house and they tried to teleport out of it but got stuck in the wall? Okay, I know. I'm still half asleep, so please, if I'm not making any sense, that's why. What? Oh, now the cupcakes are reconstructed? I guess you ate one. I would say the food looks good, but nothing here is it's not appetizing to me. I'm pretty sure it tastes good. The last thing I'd want to do is eat, though, if I were in this room. And I don't mean because of the dude. I don't want to have anything to do with him either. You and the food, the two things being associated, the actions that you have done to the violated food, makes me feel like I'm eating blood money. Not blood money, but blood recipe, whatever you call it. These are victims. These ingredients, these people they're not people, they're victims. You know what I mean? Shut up. Stop. I thought the name was the thedonutdaddy just because. You see, when you have your mind, when someone forces your mind to go there, then you start seeing everything through that lens. So, is it irrational for me to believe that his account name is the thedonutdaddy, not the donut daddy? Because he didn't make no donuts. Or maybe that was a play on the word, and he can just plausible deniability. Like, no, that's you, dude. If you're finding something sexual about what I'm doing, you're the problem. Yeah. Food is not. I didn't have an appetite anyway, but this just killed any appetite that I would have for the next 2 days. Now it's gonna be a while before I eat any sandwiches. I haven't eaten a sandwich in jeez, wow, when was the last time I ate a sandwich? Interesting, because I don't really eat bread that much, so damn, it's been a while. Just now thinking about it, I don't remember the last time I've had a sandwich. But now, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to stay far away from those things regardless. I think it's been like a few months. I think we stopped and got a snack, and one was a sandwich. And then cupcakes. I do like cupcakes on occasion. Now, you know, everything that I would ordinarily enjoy, he made me not interested in it whatsoever. And it's not just him personally. It's just the whole, I'm going to copulate with my food ingredients to make them more appetizing, or to make myself more appetizing, or for you to associate my good looks with wanting to eat good food. I don't know why any human would want to do that. Why would you want to rewire someone's brain into associating you with food? I feel like that's how cannibals end up becoming a thing. Somehow, something happened that broke the inside of their mind or confused them, and now they want to fuck their food, but because they only want to animals, because they only want to fuck humans are animals, whatever. Now that's food to them, or I don't know. How does that happen anyway? Did someone taste meat and then they're like, I can't live without it? Or did they get confused and their wires got crossed and now they see humans or things that they're attracted to as being delicious? Or is it like a situation where I will see a really cute kitten, and I've done this to my kittens before. Please don't take it the wrong way. But you know how they're so small and cute, and you start crying because of how cute they are, and you don't know why you're crying. Like, you're legitimately crying. You go from laughing, and the feeling is just so overwhelming, and it overflows into crying, and then you're like, you're so cute. And you're like sobbing everywhere, and then the kitten's mouth ends up in your mouth. I mean, the head of the kitten ends up in your mouth just for a split second, and then your mouth starts salivating because you know you're not supposed to eat the kitten. You don't want to eat the kitten, but the feeling there is very similar to you wanting to eat it. Not to hurt it, just I want you inside me. You know what I mean? Anyways, whatever. It doesn't matter what I say. You guys are going to be weird about it. I know it sounds like I'm being weird about it, but there's someone there who can really, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You do. I just don't know how to explain it because I'm all confuddled right now. But that same feeling, people like, I just want to eat you up. Like, I feel like for cannibals, it started there, and then it transformed to human torsos on their dinner plate, and they just never got the help, and the wires just got stuck like that, entwined, and never separated. That's what happens. That's what I felt happened to cannibals. Who knows? There's a reason why people tell you not to play with your food.